I'd like to call this meeting to order. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Clerk, if you would please call the roll.
Mr. Henning?
Here.
Gorman? Here. McDowell? Here. Kelly?
Here.
York?
Here.
And Farmer.
Here.
Thank you.
First agenda item tonight is the clerk's report.
Okay, you have before you the council meeting minutes of January 15th, 2026.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion for approval by Mr. Gorman, second by Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes. The next item on the agenda is the appointment of the Ward 1 council member. To start, I would like to have the law director remind us of what the legal requirements are in this situation.
So the applicable law is Clayton Charter Section 3.09A, which states that a vacancy in council shall be filled by a majority vote of the remaining members of council. And Clayton Charter Section 3.09B, which states, if council shall fail to elect a person to fill a vacancy in council under Division A that I just cited of this section, within 30 days after the occurrence of the vacancy, its power to do so shall lapse and the mayor shall appoint a person to serve.
So council knows what was discussed in our executive session. So since there was no consensus, I was not surprised that no one on council made a motion to appoint a new council member. However, in an effort to be completely transparent to the community, to let all council members express their preference, I would like to offer council the opportunity to make a nomination to fill the seat. So is there a motion?
I'll nominate Dennis Lieberman.
Second.
All right, we have a motion from Mr. Gorman to nominate Mr. Lieberman for the Ward 1 council seat with a second by Ms. Kelly. I'm going to cut to the chase, and clerk, if you just call the roll.
Mr. Henning?
No.
Mr. Gorman?
Yes.
Ms. McDowell?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. York?
No.
And Mr. Farmer.
No. So there is not a consensus or a majority, and it would have been the same most likely before February 1st. So it is now in the public record in the sake of transparency for the community. Given that, I'd like to go ahead and make the selection of Ms. Leanne Bustos as the Ward 1 council member for the remainder of the term.
I thought we had to wait 30 days, Joyce.
It's already been 30.
No, it
Not
was,
since the vote.
no, it was
30
30
days
days
since the
from the vacancy. So 30 days have expired, and there was a vote as requested, and now it's appropriate to make the appointment.
Technically, I mean, we did the vote, but the vote was not following the law, right? We just did it out of transparency to the citizens, right, Law Director?
Well, I believe that's what the mayor said, is that he wanted to offer the members of council the opportunity to state their preference and have the opportunity to make their, the option to have the vote.
In all due respect, I don't feel that it was explained well enough. We've never had this situation on council before, and I felt like it wasn't explained well enough. Whose fault is it? I don't know, but just in the future, I think it needs to be explained better in better detail. If this ever happens again, who knows?
I think the charter read pretty clear, and it was actually very easy to read, and thank you to the Law Director for letting us know how things should have went down.
Well, it would be appropriate to call forward Ms. Bustos and swear her in.
So Ms. Bustos, if you would join me at the front, and you can bring family with you if you like, and I will administer your oath. And it's on? It's on. All right. I'll make this
Mayor,
easy.
can I ask who you're installing here? We hear her name at least?
Yeah, Ms. Leanne Bustos. She's a resident of Ward 1. I consulted, those close to me for options. I sought a potential person beyond the pool of applicants, as the charter did not require me to be limited by that. And this is where I landed.
I thought we had to have an application in by such a date. Elaine?
December 20th, correct?
Once the 30 days expired, then it was completely in the hands of the mayor to make a decision on who he wanted to appoint.
All right.
And I believe you did send out an email introducing her, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I did make it a point to let council know through email and a little bit of background on Ms. Bustos.
You missed somebody, I'll say that much, Mayor.
Okay.
Barbara just checked it again last night, and it wasn't there. And she's done emails for a long, long time.
I didn't get it either, but I'm having issues with my city email. So it
All
could be just missed, but I didn't get it either.
All right, well, I apologize for that. Certainly, I think I could have perhaps sent maybe a text to
That's
say
not
there's
your
an email.
fault. It's just, I think we have an issue with our city email,
Well,
and all in all.
hate to be at the mercy of technology challenges. But moving right along, Ms. Bustos, let's get you sworn in.
Phones work well, though. They still work every day.
Well, that's right.
Yeah,
I'll just
okay.
do some talking. You're right. All right, let's move on. All right, if you would raise your right hand. All right, there we go. I, Leanne Bustos,
I, Leanne Bustos,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the laws of the City of Clayton,
and the laws of the City of Clayton,
and to faithfully discharge the duties
and to faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of council member
of the office of council member
of the City of Clayton.
of the City of Clayton.
Congratulations. Done deal. You may take your seat at the council table. Again, welcome Ms. Bustos to Clayton Council. I'll let you get settled there for just a second, and then we'll jump right into our new business. Looks like we have 7 new resolutions this evening. Clerk, would you read the first one?
Resolution R 02-2614, a resolution approving the employment of Elaine Whitman as city manager and further authorizing the city to enter into an employment agreement with Elaine Whitman.
I'll move for approval.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion to approve from Mr. Gorman with a second from Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Elaine. You're our new city manager. Let's give her a round of applause. If you could read the next one, clerk.
Resolution R 02-2615, a resolution approving the appointment of Joyce M. Dietering as Law Director and further authorizing the city to enter into an employment agreement with Joyce M. Dietering.
I move
Move for approval.
Second.
Oh, we have a motion to approve from Ms. Kelly and a second from Mr. Henning. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Ms. Dietering, new Law Director. Please read the next resolution.
Resolution R 02-2616, a resolution approving a wage agreement for the periods of January 1st, 2026 to December 31st, 2026 with the Teamsters for the maintenance workers.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
We have an approval, or motion to approve from Mr. Gorman and a second from Mr. Henning. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Go ahead and read the next one.
Resolution R 02-2617, a resolution providing consent to the Ohio Department of Transportation to complete project described as resurface US 40 SLM 06.22 to 08.22, which is Diamond Mill Road to Hoke Road in the city of Clayton and bearing PID number 120198.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This is one of three projects tonight. This one is the surfacing of 40, which runs from Diamond Mill Road to just a little bit east of Hoke Road. We have a little stretch just that goes a little bit east of that intersection. And this, for council members that aren't aware of this, this is usually an 80-20 split, so 80% ODOT, 20% city. So it should cost the city somewhere around $180,000.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion to approve from Mr. Henning, second from Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Go ahead and read the next one.
Resolution R 02-2618, a resolution providing consent to the Ohio Department of Transportation to complete the project described as bridge repairs on State Route 48 to include structure file numbers MOTIR 5703751 in the city of Clayton and bearing PID number 120788.
Randy, where is that bridge?
That bridge is hiding. It's right there at Dogleg Road at Main Street, and it's all under the road. So all the work's going to be done subsurface, and it's a lining of that pipe. It's the one that goes to the old Merkel drugstore across the way and empties out over there. That's a huge pipe. It's a huge bridge, actually. And it's 100% paid by ODOT, so these are the kind of projects we like.
Thank you.
Approval.
Second.
We have a motion to approve from Ms. Kelly, second from Mr. Henning. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Clerk, read the next one, please.
Resolution R 02-2619, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with American Structure Point, Inc. for professional construction inspection of MOT State Route 48, 20.61 Pedestrian Improvement Project, PID 119822.
And this project is the 48 project, which includes sidewalks and curb and new storm sewer and traffic signal updates. This will be the inspection of that project, so it's a little bit too convoluted for us to take that on ourselves. Typically, I would have Kenny Phelps, not you, Kenny, unless you want to inspect it. Kenny Phelps would be our inspector on projects like that, and they actually save us a lot of money doing that, but because this one is so convoluted, we had to hire that out for the inspection. So these are ODOT qualified inspectors, and we had two of them apply, I do believe, and I think this was the selection we made.
I'll move for approval with me not doing any of the work. Second.
Also, just to let you guys know, that is 100% paid by the city.
We have a motion.
But that's out of the grant we got, right, Randy?
It will be, yeah, we can use
We
that.
got a grant for two
And
mil, was it?
we got an additional 1.5 million as well,
Okay.
so we can take that out of there.
So we have a motion to approve by Mr. Henning and a second from Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Clerk, read the next one, please.
Resolution R02-2620, a resolution authorizing the city manager to renew an agreement with Kleinder's Group for professional engineering services and at a cost not to exceed $150,000.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion to approve by Mr. Gorman, second by Mr. Henning. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. That wraps up our new business. We have one old business resolution. Clerk, if you'd read that, please.
Mayor, before we do that, I would say it is tabled, so I will move to untable it.
You're absolutely right. Motion to untable by Mr. Henning. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Ms. McDowell. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is untabled. So now, clerk, go ahead.
Resolution R01-2610, a resolution to elect a vice mayor and president pro tempore.
Motion to elect Kenneth Henning.
Have a motion by Mr. York to nominate Mr. Henning with a second from Ms. Bustos. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Okay. Okay. Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Ms. Bustos?
Yes.
Henning?
Yes.
Gorman?
No.
McDowell? Kelly?
No.
York?
Yes.
And Farmer.
Yes. 4-3. Congratulations, Mr. Henning. At this time, we have visitor comments. Is the list still at the podium by chance? As I've stated, when I go through the list, I'm not going to read everyone's names, only the people that have checked yes, and then I'll leave it open if anyone that had checked no changed their mind. So, first person I have here is Norman Sears.
Thank you very much. My name is Norman Scarce. I live at 5636 West Creek Drive. To the mayor, vice mayor, members of council, thank you very much for this opportunity. I stand before you today as a candidate for Montgomery County Commissioner. I wanted to stop by and introduce myself to all of you. I am the husband of one wife, the father of 3 children. I am a small business owner, and I pastor the Gateway Cathedral Church of God in Christ on the corner of Westford and Olive Road. It was once called Mount Olive United Church of Christ. We have a unique opportunity to stop doing what we've been doing in Montgomery County for the better part of 25 years. We need commissioners who value the unique relationship between the county and its municipalities and townships. That includes my commitment to no new taxes and making sure that commissioners no longer have the opportunity to raise taxes in this county without voter approval. Currently, Montgomery County can increase property taxes without direct voter approval through what they call an inside millage, which allows for a small unvoted tax rate. I'm also opposed to new assessments that speaks to the county's inability to control its spending and standing up to organizations like AES and Centerpoint, who are consistently increasing their rates, that are robbing businesses out of their profits and citizens out of their paychecks. It is time for our county to stop doing what we've been doing and go in a new direction. So thank you very much for this time.
Thank you, sir. The only other person that, I'm going to back up here. You were second on the list. Bill Sider. Okay, changed your mind. That's fine. And the last person I have that checked just was Doug Bias.
Excuse me, Doug Bias, 10857 Haber Road. And just going back to the workshop tonight, there was a lot of great discussion from every member up here and everyone on the planning commission, so I do appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody kind of being open and to kind of seeing what we can do to come together as a community to try to solve these issues and see what, and again, not everybody's going to be happy with any decision that's made, but see what we can do to find some common ground. I can't speak for everybody who's been a part of the Keep It Rural movement, but myself, and I can speak for myself only, and I've stated, I'm not opposed to development. It was just kind of, I would say it was a slap in the face, as Mr. York said, when there were development plans for my front yard to look directly into 3 backyards. I wasn't completely opposed to development across the street from my property on Haber, but just the density. Mr. Muncy said, over and over, the one of the 3 main things that keeps coming up is the density. And that's really the big issue that I've always had with any of it. I do want to see the city grow. I would be fine with beautiful homes across the street, but, it is a slap in the face to have my front yard looking in directly across the street into 3 backyards, I would say. But I do hope we can find some common ground and work on that. And so I appreciate the discussion. I really appreciate everybody's comments up here. And I thought it was kind of great to witness that personally, so thank you very much. The one thing, I do want to say too, back when Plan Clayton was originally instituted and put together, and there was resident input, we had social media back there, but I feel it's even more prominent today than it was even then. And just kind of look at how Keep It Rural kind of took off just with social media too. I know some people say we lied about things, and I'm not going to go into that. I know myself, I tried to keep things as truthful as I could, and there were personal attacks from both sides, and it can get ugly. But social media is more prominent now, and I think we're going to get more outreach if we start getting this stuff out there on social media. And it doesn't have to be Keep It Rural Facebook page. Northmont Informer's growing. There's a lot of community information on that and other Facebook pages. We get it out there, people are going to see it, and it's going to draw attention. And I think we'll get more resident input than we did back in 2017, whatever year it was. But one thing, I do want to comment on too is, there was comments about, Mr. Gorman, he had stated that you can't tell them what they can do. And my question then would be, what is the point of having zoning codes and regulations? What's the point of even having a vote on zoning changes or, approving development plans? What's the point of even having a vote if they can just do whatever they want? And just to quote you, and I went back and pulled up the YouTube video from the workshop from tonight to make sure I was getting this as accurate as possible. And Mr. Gorman, you did say, we cannot as a city say what happens because we do not own the land. We can only say what they're allowed to do. So I'm a little confused about that. But I do think, we need to.
There is a time limit.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Mr. Bias. At this time, we have the city manager's report from Ms. Whitman.
Good evening, Mayor.
Hold on. Oh, I almost made a mistake. Was anyone who changed their mind that would like to speak? Okay. Yeah, Earl, we're missing you. Thanks, Tim, for tipping me off on that.
Thanks, Tim.
Earl Harlan, Parks Commission. Want to invite everybody to the dance coming up February the 20th at Meadowbrook Country Club. Mr. Willie Williams is going to teach us how to line dance the new line dances. So this year, when we have the Reverend has all of his weddings out there at the church, afterwards, when they eat dinner there at the church also, because I know they do, and they'll be able to dance. And they'll learn how to dance the new dances. And I think he'll enjoy watching them too, because it's a lot of fun. We're expecting anywhere from 65 to 75 people to join us. And it'll be a great evening. Willie will keep you up on your feet. He'll keep you dancing. He walks out between you. He can be between 3 rows, and all of a sudden he's over here. Nobody knows where he's going to be. He's got his speaker in his ear and all that, and he'll make you have a wonderful evening. and very good exercise, and when you go away, your heart's going to be beating better. So then when you go to church, the reverend can beat you down then again, so, right? But that's okay, but
Earl,
please.
the new city manager is going to open the grill for us too, isn't she?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
is there any
Elaine will be
cost for
there.
this
Elaine will be
dance?
there, yeah. Elaine's there. She's quite a dancer too, if you really get her out there. Things like that. But we always have a lot of fun. And the reason why we always have this is, and it's totally free to come and dance. But the reason is we like people to come into our club and see it because they create weddings coming in, wedding parties. After the reverend here gets married, they come over and they can have a wonderful time in the golf course upstairs, and it's a beautiful place. And we always have a lot of fun, and there's a lot of rooms they can rent. And that's the basic of the whole thing. We like to get people in to look at it, to understand what the club's all about, and have a lot of renters come in. And the fireside for small meetings is excellent for all that type of stuff. So come on 20th and enjoy yourself and come and dance. I'll be there, but I won't be dancing.
All right, thank you, Earl. As long as you're not out doing yard work while everyone's dancing, I think we'll be good. So, okay, now, Ms. Whitman, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. First off, I'd like to thank you all for the appointment. It really does mean a lot to me. Filling in this role since September, again, couldn't do it without an amazing staff, and just look forward to moving forward as city manager. Also, we have I would like to introduce our new development director, Colin Carville, who has joined us a week ago. He's about a week and a half in, and has been hitting the ground running. He has experience through Tip City and City of Beaver Creek, planning, zoning, code enforcement. So we are very fortunate to have him, and he's really done well just even this first week and a half. Also, Randy, do you mind coming up and just talking about the stoplight at National and Haber for me?
Temporary stoplight.
Yeah, the temporary stoplight.
This is the temporary. Yes.
We've had issues and obviously a whole lot of complaints about the what's going on down there, and I certainly understand it. School time, these guys have pretty much canceled the light to get the buses through quicker. Unfortunately, that doesn't get all the cars through quicker. So I've asked them to extend those timings so when the westbound people are going to school, they can get through there a little bit faster. So we're working on the timing on the lights itself. Adam Sweeney's been great to work with. Personally, I don't know that I would have tore that road up right before a major snowstorm because I was pretty sure the concrete wasn't going to set very fast, and it didn't. So it came apart on the one side. Was able to patch it together. I had them pull the plates tonight because they're calling for snow again tomorrow. I don't want to have to be plowing across plates out there on US 40, so they was able to pound a little bit of gravel in there. And I would ask residents to be very careful going across that thing. It is solid, but it's going to take them a while. They're scheduled Tuesday to re-pour that concrete and put blankets on it so it sets up, and then 40 should be okay. I don't think the single-lane traffic will stop because as long as they're still putting that sewer line over to the development itself, they're still going to have equipment right next to the road, so they probably will still close one lane there. And then after this all wraps up, which I imagine will take about a week, once this all wraps up, then they will close Haber Road. That'll be a very quick closure, but they'll have to close Haber Road to get that pipe across that intersection. So that's about all I've got. I just ask everybody to be very patient because it's not very pleasant. Now, the signal itself and everything is all according to the traffic manual. Everything is exactly like it should be. Unfortunately, I got a call from the development in Inglewood because they were having a lot of people couldn't hardly get out of there. It made it kind of a dangerous situation because you can't see when you're coming out there trying to turn left. Cars would let them out, but they couldn't see cars coming the other way. And I'd love to say that everybody's going the speed limit there. That's never the case. So those 50s can be 60s at times.
Can I ask a question real quick? So what time did you set it for the school traffic? So after the school traffic ends, what time did you set for their work?
I asked
methods
Adam
to
today
start?
to increase that traffic on 40 a little bit more. Now, it's not going to help your people coming out on Haber, and I'm hoping that most of the local people, and a lot of people here that live on Haber, you know, if you have to go one direction, I would take Sweet Potato. I would try to avoid that as much as you can if you're, you know, if you don't have kids going to school. So I think, I know Tommy Hamlin's been out there every day. I think they're trying to help flag that operation as well. So the police is out there, but I just ask everybody to be careful and be patient.
Is the sign that we use for Sweep Clayton Clean as a notification of, hey, this is where you turn, are we able to put that out there as some type of notification saying?
We can put it out there.
Slow down, just
Yeah,
so people.
we can put it out there. I installed a couple bump signs myself because I wanted to make sure everybody was aware that there was a rough spot out there. I was concerned that people didn't know that plate was there with low-profile tires on cars these days. You don't know what that'll do to your
And that
tires.
sign is just one-sided, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. Our electric sign is only one-sided.
One-sided, so we only have one of those.
Correct.
So maybe in the other direction, if you could put up like, then the cones with the bump signs well in advance so they know it's coming.
What we ran into today is, and I had Kenny sitting down there, not you, another Kenny. He was sitting down there, and the people that was going through the light was being very impatient. So as that light turned red, there was 4 or 5 cars going afterwards. They got bottlenecked in there, and they couldn't get out. So that's why I'm kind of asking everybody to be patient, and when the light turns red, stop.
We put it on social media as well, on our city's website. Is it on there? I didn't see it, but just to make sure.
Yep.
Notice, thank you for putting the bump sign up, because I myself ran right through it before it was there, and it really is an impact.
Yeah, there was one bump sign on one side. They didn't have one on the other side because we buried it in the snow, because that's what we do.
One other thing about that construction on there, I had a couple of residents reach out to me that leave for work extremely early. And I know being in the construction industry, they like to get out there as early as they can, especially if they're going to be on the roads moving equipment so that there isn't traffic. But a couple of the large dump trucks were going down Haber and they did not have their lights on. So like a few people came up on them and had to slam on their brakes and didn't even see them. And they were crossing Haber to go dump where the development is.
Okay,
So
I'll let Adam know that.
Yep.
Randy, thank you very much. Speaking of the service department with snow operations, we did have a snow emergency the other weekend. Crews worked 12 hours, rotating shifts from Saturday, January 25th Saturday, January 24th through Monday, January 26th, and did amazing work getting the roads cleared. Always a question is about, we do put out asking residents not to park on the roads. Because again, especially in the neighborhoods, it really hinders plow operations. We did go ahead and issue, the police did go out and talk with the residents, especially the ones who had cars on the street, asking them to move them. We do try to do proactive efforts before even the snow gets there to alert people. Unfortunately, due to tow truck availability and things like that during the storm, they're worried about pulling people out in real emergencies. So we did not do a lot of towing. We did a few that basically the snow plows could not get through, but we did issue 53 violations on street parking. Out of those 53 violations, 45 came into compliance. The others we did tow. We are looking, I did propose to you an amendment to our codified ordinances regarding parking during snow emergencies, as far as going along with the city of Inglewood and Union, putting a minor misdemeanor into our code to basically be able to have a little bit more teeth to our snow operations instead of just having to tow cars, because that is a time-consuming effort and people may or may not comply. I did put that in your packet, so if you will, please review it. Ask any questions you may have. I do plan on bringing legislation next meeting and having Chief Nabel here to answer questions as well. Speaking of next meeting, I'm sorry. I know I'm long-winded
No,
this
I
evening.
just wanted to tell you that I've had a lot of good complaints about the snow coverage that we did last weekend. So I didn't get out much myself because of obvious reasons, but Randy, you and the guys must have done a great job. So
Yes, thank you, Randy. I'm going to mimic what he said. Thank you so much, because when you hit the Inglewood line, it went to something else. So thank you, Clayton, and thank you, Randy, and his service department did a fantastic job.
One last thing for you this evening. Next council meeting, I'd also like to bring information to you and legislation regarding an age-friendly community designation for the city of Clayton. Mary Garman, she came and spoke with council back in 2025, is with ThriveWise 360. She's been providing free monthly healthy aging program at Meadowbrook, and it's been a fabulous effort. To build upon this momentum, we're looking to explore pursuing the AARP age-friendly community designation. Many neighboring communities, including Beaver Creek, Brookville, Huber Heights, Trotwood, Vandalia, hold this designation, and we would like to be part of that as well. With this designation, we'd be able to get age-friendly grants through the Dayton Foundation. So that is something that we would explore. It'd be no cost to us to apply for this, but we do need council support for it. Colin, as his first presentation, is going to give a brief overview of the program to you next meeting, but just kind of want to give you a heads up on that.
that's what happens when we make you the official city manager.
That's right.
Now, it's going to be this way from now on.
Presentations, it all.
Have to listen to Joyce that long, too.
In any event, you may have to stay later. Okay, thank you, Elaine. We come now to our council and mayor comments. Mr. York? Oh. Do you want Joyce to make a comment?
Yes, about her acceptance.
Okay. Madam Law Director, you have any comments?
I just want to thank everybody for making me law director. It's nice to be back in service to the city again. I've really enjoyed this temporary time that I've been here, and I'm looking forward to being the permanent law director. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. I'm confident both of you do a fantastic job for the city. With that, Mr. York, you have any comments for us tonight?
Yeah, I really just want to say congratulations / welcome to the new members of staff, Elaine, Joyce, Colin, and Leanne. Congratulations / welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Kelly.
Yes, I'd like to congratulate Joyce Eating for our law director position, permanent, and Elaine. They both have worked so hard and will continue to work hard for us. I know I've known both of them for a long time, and I've seen both of them work. Joyce, I was honored to be a council member when she was the mayor. She did a wonderful job. Elaine, I never see you stop working. You have done so many jobs at once. It's amazing to see you work. And now that you're the city manager, maybe you can delegate other jobs to other people instead of doing them all yourself. Thank you so much. And then Leanne, congratulations. Welcome to the council. I also wanted to congratulate Tim Gorman. He's been our vice mayor for over 16 years plus. He has done a fabulous job. I think he should be proud, and the city of Clayton should be proud of all his accomplishments too. He's been around during Randolph Township times and to the current. I'm not understanding why he was not reappointed. And for that being said, with our new vice mayor, I'm just going to end with one comment. For somebody who's tried to divide us over the past 2 years, I'm just in awe how he got to this position. Even though it's here, I'm just in shock. So, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly. Ms. McDowell.
Good evening. I'd like first to thank Clayton Police for their quick response to a recent water problem at Hunter Glen. I was there, I saw their quick action, and they were present, and they did everything that was necessary to do to help that community out. Outstanding job. I'd like to thank the maintenance department for the snow. That was some overwhelming amount of snow to remove from our cities. Our streets were clean, and like Tina said, other areas surrounding us was not as clean as ours. So we thank you for that. I'd like to say congratulations to you, Lynn. Welcome to council. Congratulations, Elaine, to being our city manager, and Joyce for being our law director. Thank you for taking on that responsibility. I'd like to also say we did a lot of discussion about playing Clayton. And I'd like for the residents to reach out to our mayor, to our council, and to attend some meetings, and let's hear your concerns. With that, I would say stay warm and help your neighbor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McDowell. Mr. Gorman?
Yeah, I forgot to ask Elaine, or excuse me, our city manager, when she was speaking earlier. We've had a lot of publicity over the fire we had at Heathcliff in Maine. Has any of the firemen, were they hurt at all or anything?
Thank goodness no one was hurt, no firemen nor no one in the building was hurt. 3 units were displaced, but anyone else on the floor, it started down at the bottom of the unit, it kind of where on the balcony area where the storage, they have an outdoor storage area, started and went up that way, but thank goodness no one was hurt. No major damage, but 3 residents were displaced and found homes.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to thank Randy and his crew for the snow removal last weekend, and keep up the good work tomorrow, Randy, if we can get that much. I hope not. Another 15 inches, we'll be home for a long time then. I'd like to welcome Elaine and Joyce as final city manager and law director, and no longer, we got to remove the interim from your sign there. And hope everybody stays warm and can get through the snow tomorrow. Thank you. And Randy, I meant to ask you when you were up here before, you're going to remove that sign, those signs tomorrow because of the snow plows? Is that going to be the last time we have to move them? The signs at the temporary stoplight up here? You said you're going to move the platforms in the mornings so the plows can go through. Will that be the last time that's necessary this winter? They may have to put it one more time when the concrete sets up. Okay, but no more snow, though. You won't have to do it anymore because of the snow. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Gorman. Mr. Henning?
We'll have to reiterate what Mr. Gorman said. Thank you so much, Randy and team. Mayor, I saw you were out in the snowplow with the team for a few hours. I've done that myself, and it is adrenaline rushing to be in the plows as they snow, the amount of snow, especially we just received. So thank God you all stayed safe. Elaine, thank you for working with them as they worked out their staffing, for working such long hours. We didn't hit on the shifts that they did, but they put in tremendous hours of overtime to get our streets to the level in which they were. So thank you for leading that charge, and thank you to Randy and the team. Mr. Popaw, thank you for your email in regards to Rumpke. That's something that we will continue to look into. I'm not sure off the top of my head how much longer we have in that contract, but Elaine, if you could report back to us, I would appreciate that. In regards to the Planning Commission session earlier, thank you to all the members who were present and to the McBride-Dale team that was also here. I think it was a good starting point for a conversation that we need to have. Ms. McDowell said it best earlier about growth, and we had that conversation that we need a growth that this current administration can agree on, because former administrations, their definition of such a subjective word is different than what we're going to agree with. So moving forward for this administration, we have to come to define what growth is, and we have to do it in collaboration with residents, but then also businesses. I don't think we take for granted that, the residents are our boss, so we do appreciate that. In regards to Mr. Gorman, thank you for your many years as service as vice mayor. We appreciate it. I appreciate your friendship. I did attend the funeral and viewing this week for Martin Mahoney, who was a former council member and mayor from the city of Springfield. And though we would never agree on politics, he was an awesome guy, and we viewed things very differently. But, you know, sometimes you do have to put politics to the side, especially during tough times. So rest in peace, former Vice Mayor Mahoney of Springfield. In regards to Elaine, Joyce, Colin, Leanne, thank you so much for your service. We appreciate it and welcome you to the team. Elaine and Joyce, you need new nameplates. And then finally, in regards to becoming Vice Mayor, I have to obviously thank God first, my family. My son's name, if you don't know, is Clayton. We do love the community so much. And I can't thank my family and friends for all the support you've given me over the years. Thank you. Thank you to Mayor Farmer. And we're really looking forward to making this administration awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Henning. And Ms. Bustos.
Thank you. I want to say congratulations to Ms. Whitman and Ms. Dietering. Well-deserved. I've been to a lot of meetings and listened to you as interim, and I'm sure you're going to do a great job. I also want to say congratulations to Mr. Henning on Vice Mayor. It's a big job, and I know you're up to it. And I really look forward to working with everyone on the council on various issues that come up. And I appreciate all of the people from our city that come out to the meetings and give us their opinions. I started out just the same way, and it really does make a big difference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Bustos.
Mayor, if you excuse me, I was remiss in one thing, and that's welcoming our new council member to the council. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Tim. All right, just some comments for me to wrap up. I already made my comments to Elaine and Joyce. Leanne, again, welcome to council. Colin, welcome to the team. I didn't realize you'd work for Tip City as well as Beaver Creek, and sometimes you look at what other municipalities are doing, and I saw some things that I liked what they were doing, and look forward to having a discussion with you and Elaine on how we might do some of those things for Clayton. I'm looking forward to that. As Mr. Henning mentioned, during our big snow, I took the opportunity to go snow plowing with all people. Kenny Phelps, he was mentioned. He did a fantastic job. I was really impressed with the equipment we have. And Randy, I know given your ODOT background, I think that was probably a key factor how Clayton has the snow plows we do, and I thank you for that. Couldn't help it, all the controls Kenny was working, I could have sworn he was flying an airplane. It's just if something goes wrong, at least he can get out and check things and make things right. So it was a great experience. I would encourage any resident who'd like to do that. I think you'd have to sign a waiver with the city if you'd like to do it. But you're certainly welcome, but I hope you don't get to do it this year. I'll just say that. I think we've all had enough snow. I did want to, from a personal note, want to say happy birthday to my son, David. He is 29 today, and next week is Congenital Heart Defect Awareness Week. 1 out of every 110 live births has a congenital heart defect, and okay, all right, I got it. All right, it's just I went back. My son was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. So, and that is pretty rare. It's like 1 in every 10,000. So, this kind of week, that's why I mentioned it. Reach out to neighbors who might have those have a child with a heart defect. It's a challenge. Medical technology has come a long way. A lot of those things have been you can address them. Most of them. 30 years ago, it would have been a big deal. Now, today, we have the technology and know-how to where it's not such a big deal. So, happy birthday, David, wherever you are. I know you're in the great state of Alabama. Stay safe, and you probably have to worry about staying warm so much down there is my guess. So, and then on a final note, just to reiterate what Earl said, February 20th, come out for some dancing out at Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook's a great facility. I think the more we use it, the more activities we have. It will showcase its capabilities and certainly promote increased business and revenue, which the city always likes. So, and that's it for my comments. Tim?
I'll move for adjournment.
Second.
Okay.
No executive session this evening. Motion to adjourn by Mr. Gorman, second by Mr. Henning. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This meeting's adjourned.